So guys, then we are here with another one, and this one is also a different story than the Youngbirds or the one before I showed you. Then also one thing that I'm looking for is to feel the muscles right. Welcome guys to a new video. So today is Sunday. Normally we will do the birds into a bath, but we don't have much time for that today, so we'll do it tomorrow. So now I'm just going to feed the birds, and then after that we'll check on the birds, and also we'll check if we have to wing this youngster sitting right here. So we'll check for that as well. So also like the video, subscribe down below, would appreciate it. So we'll go to the birds. So today we just feed the birds some Spotlight mixture with some purification mixture, and also with the Pigeon booster and the Filex products. So because we will give it to the young birds, I made a little bit more so that we can give it to all the birds. So they get it in the morning and in the evening as well. So now we're just going to feed them 10 grams and then in the evening about 20-25. Just to see if they have enough, because the purification mixture is a lightweight mixture and we have to feed them enough to get them fed. So this one was paired up with 708, so he's still a little tame, as you can see. He's also molting pretty hard. He's trying everything. So yeah, 2 more races, then the lights will go out, and then you will see that it goes pretty fast. So from this one we also have 1 egg that's fertile. It will hatch next week, I think. So that will be the last youngster that we will have for this year. So we'll have a quick look. Maybe it is already hatching. What's this one? No, nothing happened at this point. We have a youngster right here. We'll have to check if we can wing this one. I think it's 1 day too early. I think we'll do it tomorrow. But he looks pretty nice. This one is on the breeding mixture, you can see. They need a little more than the rest, so. This one, really tough one when he's in the breeding cage, as you can see. But you also can see there's a lot of feathers. So, this is the mixture that we are giving to them. Spotlight for 30% and then 70% is the purification mixture. We only will give it 1 day. Tomorrow they will back to the Spotlight mixture, and after that maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday I will see, they will just go on the youngster mixture, and these guys I will back tomorrow on the multi mixture, of course. So then here with the youngsters, I will feed them as well. So we feed it to the youngsters, so I put it back in. We also will clean everything, so you can see that they are hungry. There's the Belgian bird, he also went back, I think it was Saturday. I'm not pretty sure. I think it was Saturday, yesterday morning in the Sputnik. So yeah, 16 young birds. We still have 2 missing from the other races from last week, not this week. So yeah, maybe they will come back, we will see. We also have to decide which one will stay, or at least which one will go to the widowhood system and which one will go with the young birds. want to plan to raise them all next year. So I hope all these guys will stay. Except for the Belgian one, I'm not sure what to do with that one. Because he didn't went on a race or anything. We can put him on one, but I'm not pretty sure if he will make it home. Also because his feathers aren't great. But maybe we just let him sit. Get him on some youngsters next year, and then we try him again on the races. We will see if it's possible. Also that one, the grizzly one, I want to put on the race last weekend, but it was a little light, so I didn't do it. But yeah. We also will do the drinker here, fill it up. After that we will clean. We also have to feed the youngsters and the breeder hens right there, so that's also what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna feed these guys just like this. So these guys are just on the breeding mixture. After the race are over, we will separate the hens on this part. And then they will get the molting mixture. And then these guys will just get the breeding mixture till that one is empty. I just recently bought a new bag, so we have like 16-17 kilograms left. So we have to feed that to them as well. Also these youngsters will go out till it's not doable anymore with the bird of prey. So but yeah, when the race are over, we can put the hens in their own part of the loft, and then we can separate the young birds as well. The male birds with the male birds and the hens with the hens. And then we can see if we have space enough for them. So we'll feed the rest in the feeding tray. And then we also do a refill here on the drinker. We give them the Doublet 3-in-1. I think we also do it with the rest of the birds, except for the young birds. They get something else, but I will show you that later on. So the young birds here, the airway total and no, the airway vital and the total vital from Pigeon. So if you want to order that as well, use code ROY10 for 10% discount. It is already cheap, but we can make it cheaper. So that's for the young birds. So we're gonna clean out the loft, make everything ready. And then maybe we also will give them some of the mineral mix. We also will check on a few birds. So that's also what we're gonna do. I also want to discuss with you about selecting the birds for next year. So the selecting criteria is different for the young birds than the old birds. So this one is an old bird, he's from 2024. He did race this year. And what I do then, we have a program that you see to look for our best birds. We will just check how many times you basket him and how many times he was in the points. And they have at least a 60% point score to at least stay at the loft. And after that we also will check on them how they look and just my type and everything. So for this one, check the wing. You can see the ventilation between the last 4 flies here. Now it's in molting, so it's a little bit different to select the birds. As you can see, you have a lot of ventilation between the flights. And also we check the back, needs to be straight. Straight means balanced. You can see, just straight. Also so, when we move him, he just straight. This one also wants to go away, it's also a good sign. But you want the back to be just start here and just horizontal. That's the best. Then also we want a short shoulder bone. This one I can put one finger. You want it to be as close to the body as possible. Then here also the wing, you want it to be thick. Also the muscle intensity you want to see. It's not that special, but you just want to see it because it makes the birds nicer. See when I lift the wing, that shakes. Also it's different when the bird's in shape or not, so keep that in mind. As you can see here, the ventilation between the last three. That means when he pushes his wing, it pushes the air away. It doesn't makes it harder for him. Then also what we do is we check on the eye. I just want an eye that's full of color. Try to show to you guys, but you can see this eye is full of color. See the circle around the iris as well. It's the circle of, what was it? I don't know at this point. If you know it, just comment down below. I just lost it in my mind somewhere. So yeah, there are a few criteria that I'm looking at for the old birds. Then also one thing that I'm looking for is to feel the muscles right here. They have to be strong but also very soft. So you have to look for the muscle just directly next to the chest. So there's the chest bone, this one, and then you want to feel it right here. You want to be thick and soft. This one looks pretty nice. You can only feel it, you can see it. So just check with your birds at home. Just keep lots of few of them. Then also you want the vent bones to be close to each other. This one's a little bit open, but it's also different in breeding season and off season. So keep that in mind as well. But overall, this is a really nice bird. Also, because this one is 1 year or 2 years old almost, we also breed with him. So we also want to check on the youngsters what we got out of him, if they are good or not. So we got one from this one and the 708, so 035. And that one was on the waist 2 weeks ago, my first bird. So that looks alright. But that's also something that I keep in mind to make a decision. So this one will stay for sure. And also we don't have much old birds left, so I think all the old birds will stay, and the young birds as well. So then we have another male bird. You guys know that this one, 718, the white flight, came home wounded. I think it was 2 days ago after a race, completely whipped off. You can see it's fully recovered. Only a minor spot right here. But yeah, this bird already showed me that he was good on the short and middle distance, so he was staying for sure. But that he came home wounded was, I think, 4 or 5 races in the season. So yeah, you don't know much about the bird then. So if he wasn't that good on the races, then I also would keep him, just because to try him again next year to see its potential. But I know that he's a good bird, so he would stay for sure. But this one is a completely different bird than the other one. The other one was more for the longer distance, the 1 day race, and this one more for the short and middle distance. So you also have a different criteria for this one. Also, this one had an early prize on Rattel with south wind. He made 1909 meters per minute. That's also, I think, because he's a lot bigger and the wing is a lot bigger as well. But the wing, you can see the ventilation between the last 4 flights. That's great. You can check it also here. You can see. You also see that the wing is a little on a bow, a little round. That's good as well. This one, the shoulder bone is a little bit more open than the other one. The wing is pretty thick, but I think with this one a little bit more open, he can more use his strength with the wind on his tail. So he can capture more wind to go faster at home. That's why maybe on that race he was the first one. I'm not pretty sure, but yeah, that's possible of course. But also overall it's a good bird. This season as an old bird, he also went pretty good, and also with not wind on the tail. So we also want to find the muscle right here. You can find it, but it's not that much. It's well really soft. And also the vent bones, they're closed. Then we check the back. You can see it's straight. it doesn't move it. So that's great. So this one will also stay, but of course he already was staying. We're also gonna breed one youngster from him for this year. So we grabbed another one, that one will be a hen. But this one, the 915, it's a hen, she also a youngster. So this one comes out of the 970, I think one of my best male bird races. I check the wing, you can see it's a completely different wing than the other birds as well. This one doesn't have much ventilation, but she proven on the races that she can be fast and early, so that's good. This one also got a different eye than the rest of the birds as well, but full of color, that's what I want to see. Shoulder bone, just short, thick wing. And we check the back. He wants to go away, that's also a good sign of course. Let's see, I'm not sure if this is because she wants to go away, but you can see she's a little bit unbalanced. You can see the wing goes a little bit as she goes a little bit to the front. But yeah, I'm not sure why she does that right now, maybe because she wants to go away. So then the muscle right here, it's pretty thick, really thick and very soft. And then the vent bone is closed of course. But this one's also a really nice bird. She's from 2023, already got some early prizes as well. Also she's a young bird. This yearling she didn't do much, and this year again she showed me something. So that's also why we breed another youngster from her as well. Try to show you the eye if you want to focus on it. You can see. She also has some sort of pigeon mark. Some people say that it's with only ace pigeons and things like that, but I don't believe in that. Then the wing, you can see here the ventilation is different than when we pull it out. You can see. You also can see that it's shaking. That's great as well. So she wants to go back to her youngster, I think. So that's some of the criteria that I will check on with the old birds when it's just completely wrong, or let's say or unbalanced, or the back is just going straight up or anything like that. We just will select them out, but for my old birds now at this point, they just will stay. Also we have one from 2022, we also will keep her just because some people say that those guys are potential top 10 races and good birds and everything like that, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, if I have room, we're just gonna keep her, just gonna race another season with her, and if it's then not what they want to see, then it's just done and then it's over. So just selected for the young birds, I have one here, it's 310. It's completely different because yeah, it doesn't darken the young bird, so you can't say much about it because they are also molting on low flights. This one is on 510, but yeah, this also was my best young bird. She was 4 times my first one on the races. So this one is also a nest, not a nest mate, but a sister from the 708, my best bird from this year. This one got a really dark eye, got the eye of his mother, I think, of her grandmother. The same white, and she also has some pied in her. That's why it's a lot darker. This one has pretty close to the body, the shoulder bone. I can put my finger between it. Thick wing. The ventilation you can see. You can also see it here. Then it's also balanced, straight back, very nice. Then we'll check the vent bones. They're almost closed, not completely. Then the muscles right here, you can feel it. Strong and soft, but that's nice. But this one, yeah, this one is my best young bird, so to compare this to the others is the best thing to do, of course. Just grab your best young birds, check the conditions or how she looks, or he use that as a term for the rest. Yeah, as I say, with the Youngbirds, we doesn't darken them, so we'll just try them as yearlings. Then they have to show me the potential they have, and come home on the race day, get into the points, early prizes maybe also good, and so on, of course. So yeah, the selection for the Youngbirds, I don't think that will be going out much. Maybe a few that did keep away and then come home a few weeks after of birds that they have to pick up every time. That's are different stories, of course. But I think for now we don't really have birds that will go out of the Youngbirds. But yeah, we have to see. We also have to decide, because if we have too much male birds, then it's also will be a different story, of course. But we have to check it out later on. When the season's over, we will select the Youngbirds, and I take you with it as well. And also we have the Youngbirds for the Afterline race. There's also another different story than the Youngbirds on the Youngbird races. These guys are also not darkened, so you can see this one on 2 old flights. So yeah, you can't go with birds with a full flight or almost full against old birds or whatever. But yeah, this one is the 469, 2 times my first on the Loft. So that's where I'm looking at them, because those birds are the best ones as the yearlings or old birds that I'm pretty sure of. So just checking the muscle. It's a little bit further away from the chest bone, but that's alright. Feels pretty soft, and the vent bone's almost closed. Then we check here on the wing. You see a little ventilation, but we also, I think we need another one there. Yeah, it needs another one in between the last third one, the 7th flight it will be. Then we check the back. Looks nice, straight. It's a little bit whipping around, but it's also because I'm holding it like this. But yeah, this one 2 times my first one, so that's great. We have 2 more ways for them, so we'll see. Maybe do something else, or maybe it's too hard in the molting, and then we'll just quit it. We have to check the ears. You can see he is already starting to molt on his head. But you can see the ears, the inside, then it's just done. Don't basket them, you will lose them. So that was this one. So yeah, then we have this one, and at this point I'm pretty sure what to do with him. This one is a Belgian bird, the 1100. And he came home after 3 months. You can see his last 3 flights completely whipped off. So to put him on a race, he won't do anything, I think. Maybe if we have a nice race with wind on the tail, I will basket him, just to see if he can come home. Not really a muscle in the chest, not that much. Vent bone's closed, pretty closed. Then shoulder bone is almost close to the body. Wing is okay. Ventilation also good. But yeah, that's it. You see the eye. So yeah, with this one I'm not pretty sure what to do with him. Maybe to keep him just for next year and put him on youngsters and then raise him again as a yearling. But yeah, he didn't do any of the race this year, so maybe he will also not come back home then. And also maybe I will put him on a race. Next race is about 229, so if the wind is good for him, maybe I will basket him on that one. And maybe he's just gone then as well. He was gone for 3 months, and yeah, he came home. He was swerving around, that's for sure. You can see it with the wings, the flights, just completely whipped off. Also his legs, you couldn't see anything on the numbers. Even this one, it was green, and when he came back it was dark. So I was like, is that a chip or what is it? But yeah, overall, if I pull the wing, it's pretty strong. The wing is also thick. So yeah, overall the bird looks nice. But also it's a male bird, and we already have enough of them. So maybe just put him with the late Breds. Keep him out during the winter until the bird of prey becomes a big problem. And then we'll see what we do with him for next year. So guys, then we are here with another one, and this one is also a different story than the Youngbirds or the one before I showed you. So this one I got from my granddad, and he's from the best lines from him, from the breeders. So yeah, this one already showed me that he was good, but more for you guys, if you have birds that are from great lines and they just keep coming at home, just try them as a yearling of an old bird, a 2-year-old maybe, just to show or check the potential that those birds have, also if your type is correct and everything like that. But for this one, the muscle right here, pretty strong, really strong, vent bones closed. But this one looks pretty nice. This one closed, the shoulder bone close to the body. The wing is not that thick, it can be better of course, but it's also a tiny bird. And the ventilation, not that great. And then here, you can see it as well. There's not much ventilation between the flights. You could better to see it a lot more, of course. Then we check the back. You can see straight, but also it's leaning a little bit to the left. But that can also change when the bird's in full condition. And then the eye. I really love this eye of both of the mealy ones. They're also from the same parents. But yeah, these guys I got from my granddad, and also a lot of good lines in it as well. So yeah, we have them, so it will be a loss if we just put them out because they didn't do anything. But yeah, one of these guys, I think that was this one, was one time the first one. So he already showed me some potential, but also they're just on 4 old flights, didn't darken. So yeah, for those guys it's a lot harder to compete to the older birds and the young birds that are darkened and everything. So yeah, but yeah, that's also what I say when as a young bird, if they keep coming home on the same day or the day after, that's fine for me. Then you just go to the next part, and that will be as a yearling, and then we will try them, push them a little harder, and make sure that they show their potential and that they want to win, and then so good. So that's what we do. So that's the video about the selecting. Also in the beginning was about feeding and everything, but there's a little bit about how I select my birds for next year and what I do with them. So I hope you like this. Please give a thumbs up. I'll subscribe to my channel YouTube down below. Also, if you want to become a member, check out down below as well. We already have 2 at this point, so that's great. It starts with $2.99. You are the Loft supporter, and then you already can see every video upload. So you can see videos 2 days or 3 days earlier than others can. So see for yourself. And then I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.